This is the Scorecard, where you scored the latest sports news and in-depth views. I'm Anton Roxas. On the Scorecard tonight, the NBA tournament proper has started at home for the reigning champions, Boston Celtics. Then history in our time happened at home for the LA Lakers. And what's basketball for UP without playmaker JD Cagulangan? All that and more on the Scorecard tonight, the 23rd of November. Now, here's our roundup. Raised their 18th NBA championship banner, and the members of the league's winningest team received their championship rings this morning during pre-game ceremonies at the TD Garden. The ever-quotable coach, Joe Mazzulla, brushed aside thoughts of pressure to repeat, saying, "We're all going to be dead soon, and it really doesn't matter anymore, so there's zero pressure." Mazzulla highlighted that a repeat won't happen if they don't run back on defense, rebound, execute, and get to their spacing. If only the New York Knicks got the memo. The Celtics rained threes right from the first quarter for a seemingly insurmountable 19-point lead. Jason Tatum put up monster numbers with team and game-high 15 points, 3 rebounds, and 5 assists, and an impressive 4 of 6 clip in the three-point area in the full 12 minutes of the first quarter. The Knicks settled down in the next quarters, but the initial damage could not be undone, and the Celtics did not let up even a little. The opener against a pumped-up Boston exposed how the New York squad still lacks chemistry and needs an antidote to the anticipated shackles on trade prize Karl Anthony Towns on both offense and defense. Tatum led all scorers across the board and even created points, finding open teammates for an all-around great performance. In the next opening game in Los Angeles, LeBron James and his son made NBA history as the first father and son playing together in one team. While this excited some fans, others were skeptical and dubbed the young Bronny as the biggest Nepo baby in the history of Los Angeles. The historic moment took all of 3 minutes. If you rested your eyes or got a drink or answered the door, you might have missed it. As for the game itself, the Los Angeles Lakers started the 2024-25 season with a win, beating the Minnesota Timberwolves 110-103 and breaking their 7-season opener losing streak. Anthony Davis was a standout, scoring 36 points and securing 16 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 blocks. It was the 100th game with a rare 25-point, 15-rebound combination. The Lakers shot 44.2% from the field, and despite the Timberwolves out-rebounding them by 1, the Lakers definitely won the big man game. Speaking of big men, Rudy Gobert has secured a 3-year, $110 million contract extension with the Minnesota Timberwolves just before the game versus the Los Angeles Lakers. The contract includes a player option for 2027-28 and a trade kicker. Gobert earned his 4th Defensive Player of the Year award last season. Unlike tip-off day, there will be 10 NBA games tomorrow. Both Joel Embiid and Paul George are currently sidelined for the Philadelphia 76ers game versus the Milwaukee Bucks. Embiid is recovering from a left knee injury that has been bothering him since last season. He underwent surgery on his left meniscus and is expected to miss at least the first 3 games of the 2024-25 season. The team is taking a cautious approach to ensure he is fully healthy before returning to play. Paul George, on the other hand, is dealing with a bone bruise in his left knee after hyperextending it during a preseason game against the Atlanta Hawks. He will be reevaluated later in the week. Former NBA star Kendrick Perkins suggested that Kawhi Leonard should retire due to ongoing knee issues, sparking a strong reaction from Draymond Green. Green criticized Perkins' comments on his The Draymond Green Show, highlighting that no one pushed Perkins to retire despite his declining performance. Leonard, who is recovering from right knee surgery, has not yet participated in team practices this season and will not play against the Phoenix Suns tomorrow. The Clippers announced that his rehab will continue until he is ready to join the team. Also tomorrow, the UAAP announced the postponement of the men's football game scheduled at the UP Diliman Football Stadium. The lineup would have featured a face-off between UP and LaSalle, followed by a showdown between UE and Ateneo. The matches will instead be played on Sunday, October 27. Tickets will be sold at the entrance of the CHK Grandstand for 150 pesos. And that's our roundup for tonight, the 23rd of October. When we return, we'll reveal what makes JD Cagulangan an effective leader. So watch out for that right here on The Scorecard. We are here with UAAP champion and the star point guard of the UP Fighting Maroons, JD Cagulangan. Brother, thank you so much for the time and welcome to the Scorecard on BNC. Okay, JD, this is your final season in the UAAP. I've watched you grow, seeing you play for LaSalle Green Hills and of course going to LaSalle and then finally finding your permanent home dito sa UP. Kamusta naman yung approach mo every day sa ensayo knowing that this is your last dance?
Approach ko sa practices naman is kung ano pa yung may improve ko personally and kung ano pa yung may improve ng team. Of course, because I'm one of the veteran here sa UP and as a point guard, kailangan ko i-lead sila sa tamang way and sa kung ano yung gusto naming ma-build na culture. And yun lang, kailangan lang 100% effort ka every practices kasi since it's my last year and gusto ko yung exit ko sana best naman talaga.
Alam mo, every time I think about you, I think about that shot in UAP Season 84. Parang ano yun kumbaga dream scenario. Kahit sinong bata na gusto maglaro ng basketball, dream scenario yun. Para sa'yo, when you think about that moment in your life, ano yung naiisip mo when you look back at that moment that gave the championship dito sa UP since 1986, first championship ever?
Every time na, kahit napapanood ko siya, para ako yung pinakaswerteng tao that day na parang binigay sa akin yung pagkakataon na yun. Kasi kung maalala nyo, looking back sa game na yun, fourth quarter, parang kumbaga ang sama na ng tinatakbo ko din nung mga bandang dulo, pinasok ko ni coach din overtime.
Yeah.
Parang after that shot, parang ako naman parang sobrang happy ako na hindi ako makapaniwala na parang ang swerte ko naman na pinili ako ng Diyos na para itira yung ganong shot. And yun lang, naisip ko kasi yung mga pinagdaanan ko before then pandemic.
Did you work on that shot, that step back? Is that something you always work on? Go-to move mo ba yun?
Hindi siya naging go-to move pero ano siya, since nasa bubble kami, and nung may time ako na mag-work sa skills ko with Coach Pat, better basketball, suot ko pa pala. So, ang lagi niya sinasabi na dapat may move ka na, alam mo yun, as a player, may binabalik-balikan ka. Kasi pinapractice mo siya. So, di siya ganun ka go-to, but ini-instill niya sa utak ka na kailangan mo practice yung mga ganito. Kasi pag dumating yung moment na nandun ka na, maybe ito yung magawa mo, ito yung ibigay ng kalaban mo, di kunin mo.
Tsaka hindi biro yun kasi yung bumantay sa'yo, si Mamu. Di ba si Mamu, di ba he went viral for blocking Steph Curry one time sa isang camp. So, nung nakita mo na, uy, defender to, kinabahan ka ba?
Sa akin personally, hindi ko na iniisip kung sino bantay ko
Okay.
So, nag-iisip na ako kung anong pwedeng mangyari. Yun nga, mamo yung inano sa akin. So, pero kumbaga, may pressure onte pero naiisip ko si tabla eh. It's either win or overtime lang kami nito. Kasi alam kong overtime lang or panalo eh. So, kailangan lang magkaroon lang kami ng magandang play or wide open shot para lang may chance na pumasok. And yun nga, binigay sa amin yung sitwasyon na yun. And parang para sa akin, nung play na yun, mas kinuha nila si Malik. Natakot sila sa role ni Malik. And
Alam mo, yung career mo dito sa UAP, kumbaga, cemented na eh. Like 10 years from now, 20 years from now, ikaw pa rin yung pag-uusapan ng tao. Oy, this was season 84, JD Cagulangan hit the game-winning shot to win the championship. Sobrang rare. So, para sa'yo, now that you're in your final year, di ba, with this team that you have right now, feeling mo ba, kaya nyong maulit yung nagawa nyo back then? How do you feel about your chances of winning the championship this season 87?
May chance kami. Ayun lang masasabi ko, may chance kami. May chance kami but we all know na mahirap siya. Kasi may defending champion na nandun Lasal. Nawala sa kanila yung Evan but may mga players na nag-step up. But yung kumpiyansa ko sa mga teammates ko nandun, yung mga kasama yung mga veteran players, and nakikita ko naman sa mga practices namin na kung may isang kumbaga nawawala sa wisyo, binabalik namin. And yun yung doon ako nakasandal na pagdating ng like mahirap na sitwasyon, buo namin haharapin yun.
Speaking of Lasal, in the first round, you weren't able to play. Ano yung learnings mo as somebody who was watching from the sidelines in that game?
For that game, nandun ako sa sideline, yung pinaka-importante sa akin din is yung composure. Yun nga, nangyari yung incident na yun. I think we had a run ata nun that quarter. During the third quarter, we had a run and yun nga, nangyari yung incident. And after that incident, biglang lumayo yung Lasal and nakita ko yung composure namin as a team is di siya ganun ka-consistent. And after that, napag-usapan naman namin ng team namin na yun yung nawala sa amin, and yung pangalawa naman is yung disiplina namin sa loob ng court, and yun na, binabalik-balikan lang namin.
As somebody who knows what it takes na manalo ng championship sa UAP, para sa'yo, aside from yung coming together na ine-explain mo, what's one quality that you believe is very important para sa isang championship team na manalo sa UAP?
Sa akin is yung heart talaga. Dalawa siya eh. It's heart and kailangan mo lagyan din ng utak. Pero kasi kung may heart ka during the game, sa game, nagagawa mo yung mga imposible eh. Diba? And yung heart mo na gusto mong manalo, magda-dive ka ng bola or like kukunin mo para lang di ma-out, ma-save yung bola, yung mga ganung bagay. Yung mga maliliit na bagay yun, pero yung kagustuhan mo na manalo, yun yung nagdala sa amin ng team namin noong season 84.
Alam mo, every time I speak to people about you, like I remember si T.Y. Tang, bago kayo umalis for Dubai, for Strong Group, sabi niya, "Timo si JD, veteranong na gumalaw." And then recently, Don Aliado was on the show, and he said that you're the #1 point guard in the UAP. He agreed with me when I said that you were the best point guard in the UAP. So for you, sa lahat ng mga experiences mo sa basketball, ano yung mga learnings na nakuha mo?
Kailangan mong gumalaw ng hindi lang para sa'yo. Kailangan mong gumalaw na para sa team. Even though kahit di ka ginagamit, and kailangan ready ka eh. Kasi every time, yung coach mo kailangan bunutin ka kagad eh. And kailangan compose lang. Doon ko natutunan na parang kailangan mo maging compose lang. Kung may mga anong mamayari, kailangan compose lang. Kasi nakikita ko sila kahit, yung mga yun naglaro na ng NBA. Tapos, of course, nung sa Dubai may mga outside noise, may pisikalan sa loob. Ay, alam mo naman yun, nandun ka. So, pero kung tinitignan mo sila, inahandin nila na maayos.
So right now, this season, sa mga point guards, kanino ka na parang, uy, parang challenge tong point guard na to?
Joshua David, my friend from Lasal. Sabay kami pumunta ng Lasal and nakikita ko yung paano niya dalhin yung team as a leader. So yeah, Joshua David, sila Royce, El Forque, also Jared Bahay. Jared, nakikita ko yung ano niya.
Oh, you guys almost became teammates. Okay, I'll just leave it at that. Yun na lang reaction ni JD. Okay, eto. Is there any player na hindi mo pa naging teammate but maybe down the road, who knows, maybe in the PBA or wherever na gusto mo maging teammate?
Gusto kong maging teammate?
Kasi hindi natin alam sa PBA, di ba?
PBA?
Or anywhere. Any
Si
player.
KQ kasi naging teammate ko na eh. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Sa strong group.
Yeah, naging teammate ko na si, maybe, Michael Phillips.
Michael Phillips. Grabe yun.
I mean, nakikita ko yung niya. I mean, pag nasa court kami dalawa, makikita, parang gusto namin manalo dalawa.
Alright, last two questions. Ito, I asked this to Richie Rivero Richie Rivero, nag-champion sa Lasal and sa UP. I asked him this question before the first round of UP and Lasal kasi nanood siya So just complete the sentence. JD Cagulangan, the UP Fighting Maroons will win the UAAP Season 87 Championship if
we play as a team and we play as a team.
Ganun kasimple. Play as a team. Okay. Eto, ano yung pinakamalaking pangarap mo sa buhay?
Pinakamalaking pangarap sa buhay, of course. Number one, makaabot ng PBA. And, of course, makapagtapos, especially here sa UP.
Ano bang course mo dito sa UP?
PE. Yeah. And makita ng family ko yung success ko and makatulong ako sa kanila. Tatlo lang.
So there you go. UP star point guard and UAP champion JD Cagulangan. JD, maraming salamat sa oras and all the best this season. Proud of you, man. When the scorecard returns, be sure to keep your eyes on the prize. Welcome back to the scorecard. It's time to keep your eyes on the prize. We'll break down the upcoming matchups to deliver key insights that might just give you the edge that you need to stay ahead of the game. We're in for a thrilling showdown as the 2024 World Series kicks off at Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. Saturday, October 26, 8:08 a.m. Philippine time. It's the New York Yankees versus the Los Angeles Dodgers in a battle for baseball's ultimate glory. And this isn't just any matchup, it's a showdown between legendary franchises. The Yankees are back in the Fall Classic for the first time since 2009, and they're bringing a star-studded lineup featuring Juan Soto, Aaron Judge, and Giancarlo Stanton. On the other side, we have the Dodgers, who are eyeing their first title since 2020. They're led by the phenomenal Shohei Ohtani, who's finally gracing the World Series stage. Now, let's dive into the key players that could turn the tide. First up, we have Shohei Ohtani from the Dodgers, a phenomenal talent who has been a game changer all season. Then there's Juan Soto of the Yankees, who has shown his clutch ability in high-pressure situations. And we cannot forget Aaron Judge, also from the Yankees, who is known for his power hitting and leadership on the field. Finally, Freddie Freeman of the Dodgers is ready to make an impact, bringing his experience and skill to this high-stakes matchup. Shohei Ohtani, making his postseason debut, has been lighting it up with an impressive .286 average and 28 runs batted in this October. His ability to deliver in high-stakes games will be crucial as he faces the Yankees' top pitchers. Meanwhile, Juan Soto has been a force for the Yankees, hitting a clutch homer in the American League Championship Series. He's a player you can't afford to ignore. The Yankees overcame a tough Cleveland Guardians team to earn their spot, while the Dodgers swept the Mets in the National League Championship Series, with Ohtani proving to be the difference maker. Looking at the offensive potential, both teams have heavy hitters, but the Dodgers hold a slight edge with their lineup depth. When it comes to pitching, the Yankees have Garrett Cole and Carlos Rodon at the helm, giving them a strong advantage. On the Dodgers side, Jack Flaherty and Walker Buehler will need to step up to ensure a strong start to the series. Now let's take a look at the odds. The Dodgers are slightly favored at .135, with the Yankees sitting at plus 110. Both teams pack a punch, and this series promises to be a thrilling battle that could define legacies for years to come. Now, as we prepare for this epic showdown, fans are on the edge of their seats. Will Shohei Ohtani and the Dodgers rise to the occasion, or will Juan Soto and the Yankees steal the show? With so much at stake, this is a series that you won't want to miss. And that wraps up tonight's preview, so you can keep your eyes on the prize. Now, before we go, think on this. From one of the NBA's greatest of all time, Wilton Norman Chamberlain. He says everything is a habit, or everything is habit forming. So make sure what you do is that you want to be doing. We also think of our countrymen who are hardest hit by Tropical Storm Christine. Floods have stranded travelers, washed away homes, and displaced so many families. Please make sure that your help goes through legitimate and reliable channels. And with that, thank you for joining us tonight. We'll see you again here tomorrow on The Scorecard, where sports is our business and business is our sport, right here on the Billionaire News Channel. My name is Anton Roxas. Have a blessed evening. Good night.